said sending data. I'm gonna try to start it like a video. You can never really tell when it starts though. Not really. Okay, let's get it. Where we at? No. We're here. That's the restream. Am I on the main scene? On the soundtrack on? Bang, let's get it, bitch. Hey, first off, I'm on Pick Finder with it. We on MLB. Oh, I cannot listen to myself. And look, we had the last 10 games selected. You already know I got my filters also put in that bitch. Last 10 games, we got a number of plays that got a 90% hit rate. One got 100. Who is this? His hitter fantasy score is 5. Oh, this is impressive. It's hitting at 100% over the last 10 at 5. There's 2 pushes there, but Raquel Garcia, we're taking me over here. Over 5. Bro, this motherfucker missed. Where he at? He missed by 1. James Wood had 6. Anthony Vogt 0 for 3. Yandy Diaz 0 for 3, I think. Maybe he had 1 for 4. And Jose Ramirez choked. Machado went off. Kyle Freeland had 4 Ks. Framber Valdez had 9 Ks, or maybe 8. And then you seen what Shohei Ohtani did. Bro, why didn't we take Ohtani, Judge, and motherfucking Kyle Riley to hit a home run on one slip? Flip that. Anyway, let's get back to this dough. That's just wild, bro. Like, that shit happens sometimes. I'm on the wrong fucking app. I do not need Twitch open. I need YouTube open. Because I can never see when I'm live. I can never see what I'm looking for. All right. Anyway, I'm back. I'm taking Raquel Garcia to go over 5 in a fantasy score. Let's see who we face off against. The Royals played Detroit, and was Scooble again. How is he back already? Didn't he just fucking pitch? How many days they go? How is it Scooble again? God damn. Hold the fuck up. I ain't fucking with Scooble, man. I ain't fucking with no batters versus Scooble. And Garcia got 17 batters. Oh, this shit might be coming to an end, son. Nah, I ain't fucking with that. Let's go look at Scooble, though. How is he starting again? Let me make sure I'm on the right screen. I can see it. What? Is he? Hold the fuck. Why did it show Raquel Garcia facing off against him? Am I up to date? Saturday, 4 p.m. The Tigers got Scooble on the mound? But why I don't see a prop for him? I wonder why. You know that bitch gonna be at 7. Come on, brother. What's going on? Let me see if he on any sports books real quick. Cause now I'm like, let me go check. Let's see. Bet Chalkboard got to have something for him. Like, this is what we doing? Go to the MLB. Why that ain't bright? This is crazy. He just pitched. Like 2 days ago. I took the under. He doesn't have a line. This is weird to me. Maybe that's definitely not who's gonna start, or I don't get it. If Scoople's pitching, I ain't taking not one player from the Kansas City Royals. I don't give a fuck if it's Jonathan India, Bobby Witt. Nah. Next, he got a hot bat, but ain't no hot bat versus Scooble. Oh, look, Brandon Lowe is back. You're taking the over. 1.5 hit runs at RBI. Brandon Lowe is back. Raquel Garcia, you gotta go, bro. We take Brandon Lowe. Wait, we gotta see who he play out. It's Tampa Bay versus Houston, right? Hey, you seen Framber Valdez hand? Oh, I just said that. It's Gordon. Brandon Lowe, 2 at bats, batting 500. Bet 500 should be 1-for-1. I'm not afraid of that. We take the over there. Go back, see who else hot. I'm just going down looking at the who got 90% hit rate real quick. James Wood. James Wood. 7, and then they're gonna bump it to 7. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's today's date? Yeah. Nah. We don't have yesterday's games yet up here. Because he just had fucking 5. And it's at 7.5 for tomorrow. But he was going crazy, but he went 1-for-4 tonight. He did have his hit run and RBI line should have been what was played because he cleared that. He cleared 1.5 hit runs and RBIs. There ain't no line up here right now, but I don't think no books got it. They don't. I ain't fucking with it. I mean, he didn't go over. We took him yesterday for his fantasy score. That shit was at 7. That's kind of high, but he was on fire. Yeah, he ended with 6 fantasy points, I think. Anyway, what about Carlos Santana? No. Let me get rid of the fantasy score because I want to see something specific here. I want strikeouts. Hit runs, and RBI. I got Brandon. Oh, Kyle Tucker, 80%, 80%. It's only a couple. Kyle Schwarber and Kyle Tucker. I'm gonna put them on that bitch. And then I don't want any 70s. And then I want to kill that, and I want to see where the book's leaning for hit runs and RBIs. Vlad is juiced to go over 1.5 hit runs and RBIs. They play versus Oakland. Damn it. B. Fisher has no history against any of these batters. I still like Vlad. I still like Vlad over 1.5 hit runs and RBIs. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 4. He hit. Sound like I hit a baby. That's only 4. Fuck. All right. Who's next? Freddie Freeman. That's total base. Oh, I thought it was total bases. Freddie Freeman chooses to go over. Doesn't have the last 10 games aren't impressive, but DraftKings got him at about 165 to go over. Even Underdog will cut that payout. That shit should be 119 or some shit. Get out of there. We don't want that one. And a lot of these are juiced to go over by a couple of books. As you can see, the top 8 to 10 here is only DraftKings versus Underdog. But these down here have more books to compare. If we go in and see Wilson Contreras over 1.5 hit runs at RBI, he's juiced to go over at about 140 at Hard Rock. But I wouldn't play it. Not straight up. I'm not interested, especially not at Hard Rock at about 140. Let's see if he got any favorable matchup. Oh, he's facing off against Patrick Corbin. He got 15 at bats. Nah, Corbin might shut his ass down. Get out of there. Go back to the MLB. Where we at? Oh, Paul Goldschmidt. Did he hit a home run today? I think. He did. I think he hit a home run today. I know that all the games might not be finished, or maybe they just finished, but why I don't have yesterday's game here? Do I need to hit refresh? Did my plays leave? No. Nah, man, still not there. Damn it. What? Damn. All right. I really want that game to be included. Yesterday's results to be included, but it looked like this is what I have I'm running with. That's what I have so far. Let me go to Daily Ground Fantasy and hit dabble and see if we got anything open. What? God damn. Even for the game tomorrow, like, I mean, a ton of lines, there's not a ton of value, especially. Oh, look, I got Kyle Schwarber over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Don't I have him on here? He's trending. I mean, over here, he's trending. It isn't extremely valuable on Dabble as multiple books got it at 1.5, and all of them are kind of close. Cliff at about 140. He's juiced to go over. I'm taking the over here. You know what I'm saying? He did Rainbow Kyle Schwarber again. I'm taking the over on Kyle Schwarber. value on Dabble right now. Let's look at PricePick as well. Not that. I meant to put a data point on that bitch too. There's some esports data. I mean, some esports value, but not in the. Oh, Corbin Carroll under 2.5 hit runs and RBI. Let me just get my shit where I wanted to see at. Hear all that. Give me MLB, WNBA. No WNBA games tomorrow. Let's see what the Knicks gonna do, man. Not a ton of value either. Corbin Carroll, Marvitos, Flores, Jansen. Not extremely valuable. You need like more than enough on PricePicks. Damn, that ain't nothing right now, which is crazy. Some esports plays if you're interested. Esports plays if you damn it. We ain't handling that, bro. Whoa, why it look like oh, my shit always zoomed in like that. Damn it, man. Go back here. All right, this is what I'm running with. Fuck it. 1, 2, 3, 4. For those of you who may get to watch this later, I got Vladimir Guerrero 1.5 hit runs and RBIs. Last 10 games hitting at 60%. He averaging 2. Faces off against Oakland. And this pitcher, Fisher, does not have any history versus Vlad. But you can look at him versus right-hand pitchers this season. Not doing really well so far. But DraftKings has been juiced to go over. Hopefully I could get it better than 165. Hey, let's get it. Who's next? I got Kyle Tucker. Hit runs and RBIs at 1.5. Kyle Tucker hit runs and RBIs at 1.5. Over the last 10 games, his shit hitting at 80%. Who do the Cubs play? The Cubs versus Cincinnati. Is it Nick? It is. You got 2 at bats. That's not enough. I take the over here. Kyle Tucker 1.5 hit runs and RBI. My next player is Kyle Schwarber. We just saw Kyle Schwarber on the sharp playlist. Not extremely valuable as most books, or the books that have the line listed, are very close in their lane to go over Kyle Schwarber over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. They face off against the Brew Crew, and then whoever, I don't know who C. Patrick is, has no history. You can look at Kyle Schwarber versus right-hand batters this season. Not extremely impressive. However, you can see the bat is hot over the last 10. Next is Brandon Lowe. You already know, covered him multiple times on stream and in video. Brandon Lowe, you ride with this bitch until it loses multiple games and multiple back-to-back. And it's -110 to go over for some reason. He's not juiced. Oh, look, because he's playing against Houston, right? He cracked, not cracked. He hit Framber Valdez, I think. I need to see the 30th. I think he cashed. Anyway, his faces off against Gordon. Has 2 at-bats, batting .500. Not enough at-bats to really, for it to really mean anything, but I'm taking it over here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yo, I don't find much else, to be honest. If I would have looked before I start streaming, I would have made this a video. To be honest, I don't find much else. If you want to see anything or anyone, please feel free. But if not, this is going to be a very, 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 very short stream. This should have been a 4-minute, 5-minute video. No value. Look at that on Dabble, bro. That's crazy. Let's see if Fliff got something. That's crazy. On the Premier League. What is that, the Premier League? I keep feeling like I hear the baby up. It's just not a ton of value right now. Like right now at this moment. Watch later on throughout the day. Closer to game time. MLB, nothing. NBA, nothing. No WNBA games today? Tomorrow? Saturday? Let me check the real app real quick. Where is it? No WNBA games for Saturday. There's one at 8. No sharp plays. Dallas versus Chicago. The Sky versus whoever. Nico Oh, I ain't checking on Nico. I ain't checked Nico. Nico's on. He's on my list. He should be on this bitch. Or yeah, I think he's been down. Or was it his? Yeah, it was. When we didn't play him again after we lost this one. Maybe that was 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. He faces off against Nick Lodolo too. And he got 13 at bats. He's cracked Lodolo. Is he juiced to go over? He isn't. That's interesting. I don't know. I ain't gonna fuck with that one though. I ain't gonna fuck with Nico on that one. I don't find any favorable matchups outside of what's trending or the implied probability leans. I'm surprised there's no sharp plays. What do you say? There's nothing in this bitch unless you look. Unless you want to play esports. I ain't even start yet. I keep saying I'm gonna play esports, but I be on this. I be on this MLB shit. What do we do? We went 4-4. God damn it. Nah, they look like I don't know. I don't see how we don't have a ton of MLB lines. Well, not lines, but value. This is price fit. I just looked at this. Damn it! I should have checked this out before I started. Because I would have motherfucking. What do you say? Pitch gang or don't bang. What the pictures looking like? And they ain't looking like shit. Let me show you this though. Let me show you this real quick. Go to the main scene. And then go to the MLB. Then I'm gonna do nothing but pitcher shit. Hits that I like. Earn runs. Pitching out. And pitchers back out. So I have nothing selected. So this is the implied probability for Robbie Ray to go over 6.5 Ks. I'm gonna look at that. He's been balling though. And then for Will Warren to go over 4.5 hits allowed. And then let's look at the last 10. Nothing's really trending to go over, not more than 80%. That's what I like to look for. But let's look at the under. And we got one at 90%. Oh, he ain't giving up 5 hits? Hold up. We'll look at that too. But outside of that, Dylan Cease pitches tomorrow. Did I pull him up? Where is Dylan Cease? I know he on the mound tomorrow. Anyway, let's look at Robbie Ray. I kind of like Robbie Ray. Wait, where'd he go? Right here. Look, it's at 6.5 Ks. 3 straight, he's going over. I wonder what the line was for here. He had 5. I wonder what the line was for here. I hate when they hook it, then they put the line right at the hook. Let's see if everybody got it at 6.5. See, I'm playing that bitch on chalkboard. I'm gonna take the over 5.5, basically. I'm playing that bitch on alt now. I've been doing that so much lately. And the payouts ain't been, obviously, they're not like the payouts you get for playing the correct slip type. However, bitch, the ball is going through the hoop. If I can't find the line that I like. It's at -135 on Hard Rock, over 6.5 Ks. What if I'm afraid? He done hooked the bitch back to back. He did have 9 Ks there. Who he played? Oh, in his first Miami. Oh, no batters. No, not many batters face Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray is on the heater though. Let's look at him versus Miami. Oh, I didn't play him this season. He's 7-0 this year. And he only has 9 strikeouts per 9 innings, or 9.8. That's close enough to 10 per 9 innings, but he's 7-0 with a 2.56 ERA. I might not be afraid of him going over 6.5 strikeouts, but I definitely will play it at 5.5 on chalkboard straight up. Not me. I didn't see that. It's looking like I smacked Robert a couple of times. His pitcher fantasy score, it ain't a line for his ass on Underdog. What about PrizePicks? Neither one of them got a line for him. They got the line for his pitcher strikeout though. Where did it go? Right here. It's at 6.5. And then I have Will Warren at 4.5 hits allowed. He's juiced to go over. Pinnacle has it at $142 to go over. DraftKings at $145 to go over 4.5 hits allowed. To give up 5 hits. They think Will Warren gives up 5 hits versus the Dodgers. Obviously, the Dodgers have been, well, he has no history versus them, but shit. Ohtani gonna hit 2 home runs. Mookie Betts, Will Smith. I'm just spitballing here, but I think Will Warren gives up 5 hits versus the Dodgers. The Dodgers balling. Did they come back and win tonight? I thought the Yankees was up. Let me see what that score was. Yep. I thought it was 5-2 at one time. Dodgers won 8-5. Matt Fried gave up 8 hits, 6 earned runs, and only had 3 strikeouts. The Dodgers bats are hot. I take Will Warren to go over 4.5 hits. I definitely like Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray over. I would love to get that bitch at 5.5 though. The Goblin is 5.5, so I'm sure Chalkboard got the bitch at 5.5 too. Anyway, let's go back to the board, see if any other pitchers are. Kyle Hendricks. Wait, no. I want to see. Let me see some unders. I don't even know I had him on here. Michael Soroka hits allowed. He is not giving up hits. The line's at 5.5. He hooked to the under in his last outing. Oh man, but they face off against the Diamondbacks. Aren't the Diamondbacks hot? Corbin Carroll, Marte. I don't know. Josh Naylor. I don't know about that. Pavin Smith. He didn't do too well against them, but Corbin Carroll, Ketel Marte. But 5.5 is a lot. You think he gives up 6 hits? He hasn't given up 6 hits, but one time in his 4 starts this year. If that means anything to you, but I'm not sure if I like that. I'm looking at unders. What? Might chat. Oh. What do you say? It's gonna drop tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna drop tomorrow. Put him in Jesus Fantasy with the free cat square. Oh, cat got a free square on what? PrizePicks? I didn't see that. Oh, what happened to my camera? Bitch just went out and back in. Go back to the main scene. Go to the camera. Make sure my shit on. Oh, and my chat popped. It popped up already. Depending on Hendrix, I take. Yeah, they don't let you do the out on the picture outs. Nah, they let you move everything else about that one. But also, oh, let me look at his. You said Kendrick. I was looking at him earlier. But Jesus and I thought I had Kendrick on. I thought I saw. Oh, I ain't fuck with Mr. Swellenbach. What's his strikeout line at? 5.5. He had 11 Ks against San Diego. This last outing. That wasn't. Oh look, Will Warren under 5.5 Ks. This is let's go to Optimal. I don't know why Optimal wasn't working for me the other day, but it was fine. I don't know. It was me. I don't know why. Anyway, I just saw a couple of start plays pop up. I'm not positive for what books they're for, but let's look through them. I want to hit refresh. I just seen the Yankee pitcher, Will Warren. Oh yeah, I forgot about Singer. This shit is at 6.5. Let's go look at this shit. Like what? His shit is at 6.5. I forgot about Singer and Will Warren. Let's look at this pitcher strikeout at 6.5. Like what? I like the under here. It's juiced to go over. Who does it face off against? Oh, the Rockies, man. I hate when pitchers go against the Rockies, bro. It's like it's not. God damn it. Like that was a line. Like, let me explain. Where is he? Where was I? Oh, optimal. All right, because it's a Singer. Over 6.5 Ks, minus 161. It's heavily juiced to go over. And that's at Hard Rock. That's the best price. Listen, Hard Rock, the best price for Singer, 6.5 Ks is minus 161. Pinnacle got the bitch at about 183 to go over. The Rockies fucking suck, man. This should not be like, this man ain't thrown 7 Ks but once this season. You know what I'm saying? He got 5 starts. He ain't been, who was it against? This bitch is at 6.5. But it's versus the Rockies. I am not taking the fucking under. Where's Jesus, bro? The Rockies fucking suck. Alright, I'm not doing Singer. But look, I just talked about him. Michael Soroka. Oh, but he was on a short play on Daily Grind Fantasy, right? Yeah. Hits allowed under 5.5. They on the same shit. Hits allowed under 5.5. Price picks at the best price. So I'm not gonna do that one. What about Will Warren? I just saw Will Warren under 5.5 strikeouts versus the Dodgers. So I like this better than the hits play, I believe. At 5.5. Let's go look at Will Warren real quick. Because I had his hits allowed, his strikeout line. In the last 5 games now, he's been what? They be trying to throw the boy off. This is Will Warren has had 5 Ks in every start this season. He's had 6 Ks in every start this season. They really like the Dodgers here. And they're juiced to go under. Pinnacle got it at about 148. DraftKings at minus 120. Like, look at the discrepancy, bro. DraftKings FanDuel at minus 120 to go under 5.5 strikeouts. Pinnacle at a damn near about 150. And they had plus money to go over. Damn, they think the Dodgers gonna crack him and he get pulled? Fuck. He has not faced the Dodgers this season. And I was looking at hits allowed, thinking the over was the play here. Because Pinnacle got the hits allowed juiced over. They think he's getting beat up and taken out. He's gonna give up 5 hits and not strike out 5 people. Damn it. That's what the books say. You know? That's what the motherfucking fucking hate the Rockies, bro. They be throwing off the lines and shit. Got lines jacked up. His line should be at 5.5. That 6.5, just looking at it, I want to dive under until you notice it's gonna be the Rockies lineup. Fuck out of here, bro. Not doing it. What about, I gotta go back to the main scene. Get out of there. I'd rather take Will Warren not to get 6 Ks versus the Dodgers lineup. And if I had a buck 150, that's insane. I can't wait to see where I'm at. Taking me under here. I can't wait to see what that looked like. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna remove the Will Warren hits a lot. Well, if I could play it straight on another book, I'm doing that. I told you Robbie Ray I might have to play the alt line if I could catch one at 6.5, and he's just scraping. He's scraping at 7 back-to-back outings. versus two decent lineups too against the Royals and the Guardians. That's insane. Bro, how we don't take, we gotta, that's it from a player prop. I'm gonna do 1 3-pick home run parlay because I don't know how we don't play. Did you see the first at bat last night? In the first at bat, Judge, Ohtani, Kyle Riley, yard. Crazy. Oh yeah, you caught the Trent Grisham home run too, bro. When I saw it hit my phone, I was like, oh shit, that was another one. Bro, damn what day it was. I can't quite remember, but someone else hit. I took the over hit runs and RBI, and them bitches went yard. I took over hit runs and RBI, and them bitches went yard. I don't know why I called the Trent Grisham joint. I guess it was because it was the pitcher matchup that we saw. But it's been happening with the fucking, I see a decent lineup and I'm going for the HRR, and them bitches going yard. But tonight, I'm going to go right now, I'm going to find 3 batters. 3 batters. Not really going to dig into the matchup I'm not going to dig into much outside of the matchup, the pitcher they face, to try and see what we're going to do. First off, there's a couple of ways to do this. I'm not a home run professional, you know what I'm saying? Or any kind of betting professional for that matter. But for looking for home runs, bro, we all know who the top home run hitters are. If you don't, some of us don't pay attention to just that, but there's no home runs. And what I want to, why did you do that? Go to the home runs. So, why did you do that? I just want to see home runs. I just want to see the history. I got some kind of system here. It's not letting me see them. There we go. Here we go. Nobody has a streak in the season. No, how did I do that? Anyway, we all know who leads in home runs. You know what I mean? But when we look at implied probability, we know we know who the books like, or where the books got it jacked at, or where the books have it juiced at. But there's really no other way to see it unless you're looking directly at the books and looking at the odds. But for me, we kind of know who's going to be juiced. We know Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, they're not really worth praying straight up on a home run bet. This might be plus 170. So I like to look at the bitches on Hard Rock. Even sometimes on the chalkboard, the bitches will play. The bitches will be listed decently. But me, I like to look at them on Hard Rock. But I don't even think about the players. I'm looking at the games and the run line that have 8.5, 9 as their fucking line, you know, which is crazy when you see games with an 8.5 run line. So if I can start with those games and look at the pitcher matchups from there, for example, let's start with, go to the MLB. Where is it? Let's go to the MLB. Hold on, I want to see the chat. 1 minute, anybody in here? Hey, I go to the MLB, right? And the first game that I have, the first game that has a high ass line, a lot of games have a high ass line, but the first one that has an extremely high line is the White Sox versus the Orioles. Okay? So now, with the White Sox versus the Orioles, let's go. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna look them bitches up. You gotta come with me. We're gonna go to the games. The first game I saw is the Baltimore White Sox game. This one. And we all know who their batters are, right? Well, we should know who the batters are. Just so that all of you can see. The batters in the Chicago White Sox game. I need a picture. in my opinion, if the if the fucking run line is 8.5, 9, bitch, somebody hitting a home run. You know what I'm saying? And then I look at the pitchers in the matchup. So obviously we got the Baltimore Orioles. We already know who's over there. And we got the White Sox. We know a couple of batters who may or may not go yard. But for me, I want to look at Gunnar Henderson and them. You know, I don't even find them on this bitch. I just got shit. I want to see batters. I don't see Gunnar there. Move this. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna do it through real. I'm gonna throw it through here. Look at the odds. Wanted to try to pull it up at the same time, but I like to look at the odds because if you're always betting on Aaron Judge and show your tiny, you ain't really making the money that you could be, because this shit can be barely plus 200. You know what I'm saying? I want a bitch whose shit is plus 500, plus 450 type shit. For example, Lewis Robert Jr. is plus 550 to go y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at Lewis Robert Jr. And just, I don't even know if they will have, but they show the total home runs. I want to see the season. You know what I'm saying? He said, what is it, 5 home runs this season? This is not a good bet at all. You know what I mean? But bitch, how do we ever know? I pair 500, 400 with somebody that is juiced under. You know what I mean? Like Aaron Judge, I feel like he hitting a home run. They put it with a bitch who's gonna get lucky. He is not a good example. And you know what else, bro? None of the Baltimore players home run have none of the Baltimore players batters have home run odds on Hard Rock right now. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Benintendi is plus 600. Lewis Robert Jr. is plus 550. I really don't go longer than that. You know, Josh Rojas is plus 900. But that's not a good example because it only has one team listed. But where else is 8.5? Oakland versus Toronto. That's not a bad one. Oakland versus Toronto. This is not a bad one because we got Vlad. Let's go look. Let's see what the odds are. Go to home runs. We got Brent Rooker. See, Brent Rooker is plus 275. Bo Bichette is plus 375. Vladimir Guerrero is plus 375. But you know who I do like? Tyler Soderstrom is plus 450. Tyler Soderstrom is plus 450. Let's look at the matchup. Who is he face off against? Who's the pitcher? Dang it, it's Fisher. Has no history against them. That's not bad at all. I like it. Tyler's bat is hot. You know, or his bat is heating up. When they 4 or 5 in a row, or 5 or 6, his bat is heating up. This is it. No. I don't want to see hitter strike out. That is not what I meant. His bat is not heating up. He's actually cooled off, but he did hit a few home runs early on. Where can I see like the leaders and shit? That's what I want to look at. I want to see how many home runs everybody has right now. Over here you can see how many home runs they have this season, I guess. But obviously Vlad should lead his team. Or we could just take 3 players who are in double-digit home runs already. But the odds ain't gonna be sweet, you know? The odds ain't gonna be sweet at all. So so far right now, I'm taking, where is it? Tyler Soderstrom at plus 450 to go yard. My other guy was, where's the other 8 in the Baltimore game? Baltimore White Sox game, even though I want to take a Baltimore batter, it's going to be Lewis Robert Jr. batter home runs. It's going to be Lewis Robert Jr. to hit a home run plus 550. And the third one is going to be in the Tampa Bay and the Houston Astros game. There's a number of players to pick from here, but I just want someone with the decent odds. Didn't Yandy Diaz hit a home run yesterday? He's plus 325. They only have the Tampa Bay batters. None of the Houston batters are listed in the Hard Rock app. But Brandon Lowe is plus 325. I don't like anybody else on there outside of Yandy Diaz and Brandon Lowe, but the run line is 8.5. They don't have any of the Houston batters on here. Obviously, I probably would have swung with a Houston batter. So I'm not going to force the Brandon Lowe play. I like him over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. And then look, the Mets and Colorado run line is at 8.5. Now, I don't like the Rockies, right? But Ezekiel Tovar is plus 525. He doesn't hit a lot of home runs, but he's like the most unexpected, and it always happens unexpectedly. If you like Francisco Lindor, it's at plus 450. I do like Francisco Lindor to go yard. I think he hit 2 yesterday or the day before. But Pete Alonso is at plus 240. I can't play that. So these are my final 4. These are my final 3 home run parlays. And this bitch is plus 22,000. Tyler Soderstrom at plus 450. Lewis Robert Jr. at plus 550. And Ezekiel Tovar at plus 525. Clip that. I need that. Bang, let's get it. Hey, if you've been here from the start, you can see there's not a ton of value. There's not a ton of trends. And a lot of the matchups don't look sexy or attractive, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to try to force anybody to bet on anything. So I show you what I bet on. And I'm not picking none of that shit. Nothing else that I've saw. And I showed you my 4. A couple of y'all might be new here. Let me show you that these are the plays that I have. You heard the home run joint. I got Will Warren under 5.5 Ks versus the Dodger lineup. I'm taking Michael Soroka under 5.5 hits allowed versus the Diamondbacks. I got Will Warren also under 4.5 hits allowed. I know I got the under over selected here, but we talked about that earlier. Hey, Robbie Ray strikeout line is at 6.5. The over is juice. I'm scared. I might play an alt line at 5.5, but if the odds is decent, I'll still take it over. I'm not playing it at. The worst I play it is at Hard Rock at minus 135 to go over. I mean the scariest, because that 5.5 alt line ain't gonna pay minus 135. But I like Robbie Ray to go over. He's been balling. Vladimir Guerrero to go over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. He doesn't have any history against Fisher. Same with I thought we had another batter here, Bo Bichette. So Vlad probably should have been on the home run list, but his odds ain't it. I like the hit runs and RBI over 1.5. And Kyle Tucker also over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Dang, let's get it. Kyle Schwarber the same, and Brandon Lowe. That's why I put Brandon Lowe on my. Home run list. But it's not a ton of value, man. It's not a lot of shit on the board. Let me click through those, let you see. You can see a little history from Brandon Lowe. Bats on fire. Kyle Schwarber, talked about it earlier. Also, bats on fire. Just riding with some hot bats until them bitches cool off. I told you Kyle Tucker. As you can see, these are all hit runs and RBI. Same with Vlad Guerrero. His bat isn't as hot, but it's Vlad, and he's in there. You know what I'm saying? He's in there. And then I talked about my Robbie Ray play at 6.5 Ks. I just think the bitch is high for anyone. And then you look and see that he's actually been handled that. He hooked it twice, and you know the difference between one strikeout. Kill the whole parlay. And then my Will Warren plays, both of those I like under versus the Dodgers. Under strikeouts and over hits allowed. You know, he's going to go under 5 Ks, under 6 Ks and over 4.5 hits allowed. Michael Soroka, we taking the under on his hits allowed. He's not giving up 6 hits. And then the Will Warren jump. But I think that's it for me. How long has it been? It's not a long one. I didn't think so. If I would have saw what I had available prior to streaming, I would have made this a video like we did yesterday. And speaking of video, I wanted to show, oh wait, for those of you who do not know, download Dabble, use code RICO. Download Dabble, use code RICO, you get $25 free to play with at sign up. Bang, let's get it. Click that. Use that for mine. And also, we went 4-4 from the video yesterday. Jose Ramirez, man, Yander Diaz. I might have hit a home run. Was it Yander or Yandy? I might be wrong here. I had Yandy to go over. Somebody hit a fucking home run. And James Wood had 6 fantasy points. Anthony Vogt went over 4. Yeah, so that's where we on that. But I appreciate y'all stopping by, checking me out. I didn't even put any post out, said that I was streaming. I forgot. I just like jumped on because I was kind of late. I didn't even take time to go look to see there wasn't a ton of value, nor was there a ton of plays to just get down on. So I gave you what I got. That's where we at. I'm ReallyRico. You already know. Let's get this dough, bruh. Peace.